Thank you so much, dear viewers of Kweli Chungu TV. It's a long time. We've been having a long live. Hiyo saa ingine pia ni vizuri kupumzisha mwili. But Kweli Chungu TV, as usual, is here. And we are here, as usual, fearless. We don't fear anything. We are here to bring you episodes that you require, to bring you stories of interest, stories that make this country, our counties, and every other place. Dear viewers, today again, your presenter, the one and only Brother Power, Jared Wilberforce, and other controls is none other than Ken the Boy. Dear viewers, do me the favor of subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking our videos. Kindly just take a second, just click on the notification bell rather, so that whenever there is something mpya, kitu mpya ikiingia tu, unasikia ndio imeingia kutoka Kweli Chungu TV. Tumekuwa ruhusa mrefu, lakini leo tumerudi tena, and as usual we are here to touch on matters that really affect us nationally, county-wide, wherever you think of, Kweli Chungu TV is the place to be. And today, dear viewers, nimekaa tu after church, Sunday evening, I just want us to share on something that we've really been keeping for long. It's high time we spoke it out, and I think it's just wise that we speak out this, so that if there is anything to be done about it, it has to be done now or never. In fact, it was supposed to be done from as earlier as yesterday or never, dear viewers. The National Council for Persons with Disabilities, NCPWD, habari yenu, NCPWD, National Council for PWDs. How are you? How are you? I am back, and we are back with a bang. Now, Executive Director ED Harun, how are you, my brother? The Board of Directors or Management, whatever you call it, how are you, dear brothers and sisters? Today, this is for you. You either take it or leave it. You just have to swallow it bitterly or just swallow your pride. Now, the National Council, as we've always said, is a disaster to persons with disabilities. That one, take a survey and you'll know it is true. Let me give a few examples. Yes, before I give the examples, a few years ago, there were issues of officers led by the Mbugwas and others who have yet been reinstated into the council, who molested persons with disabilities, where if a visually impaired came in, they would snatch off the white cane to confirm the disability. Someone on crutches, they would snatch off the crutch so that they can confirm. Yes, those days, noise was made and something was done. But I'm sorry that whatever was done was just what we say in Swahili, kutufumba macho. Director Harun, if you wanted to work at the council and make it shine, if you were, you can't, as long as you've got some rogue individuals in the council. Today, we are talking about embezzlement of funds, misappropriation of funds. For instance, when Harun and your board, you know it very well that when you go to the ground for registration, there are about 10 areas or categories of disability that are supposed to be covered. And therefore, there's supposed to be 10 doctors on the ground, rather 10 medics, not necessarily doctors, but medics. But unfortunately, director and your team, you found 5 medics to come and carry out the assessment. For instance, if it was for a whole week, it is 5 medics for 5 days. This is just ridiculous. Then, Kweli Chungu has just established that you can give a budget of 100,000 shillings or slightly more or even less. Yet, within the same week, director and your team, you release a team of supervisors who may not be less than 4 to go and supervise what is done in a particular county. Kwelichungu is a deep witness of these things, Bwana Director and your team. In fact, this should even reach the ministry itself. How can you give 100,000 for work and you use over 200 to come and supervise 100,000? That is madness, Bwana Director. You know, we had rather speak the truth this period that you are celebrating your Eid and what have you. Excuse me, Bwana Director and your officers. For instance, you fund a mass registration function at around 120,000 per county. But then you release 4 officers who are getting per diems per night, who are using a government vehicle fueled by public money to come and supervise. I mean, it adds up to nothing. Why couldn't you use your wisdom? You give this cash that you are now empowering and giving people to come down and drink on. This money you are giving to men and women to come down and have fun. Why wouldn't you just use it to fund more medics in the field, Bwana Director? It is true, you said, and it's been heard, that people are not friendly to you. The truth is, we cannot be when things are not working for us. Yes, giving us digital cards is okay. But then, what does it benefit you when people come to the ground and they can't get services? In fact, it would rather sound it would sound better if the medics were on the ground and there were no clients. Yes, but not that there is one medic. One medic has to take 2 areas, and unfortunately, this medic has only a single specialization. Yet there is money to be squandered by some guys who come to the counties basically to do nothing. To do nothing. Yes, to do nothing. To do nothing. Apart from rotate here and there, looking for good hotels, rotate here and there, looking for alcohol. We can't keep that, Director. If you are wise enough, take these funds that you call supervision, they can do something better. How can you give a mobilizer 500 shillings, a home mobilizer in the current economy, when calling rates are high, when fuels are high, and some of these mobilizers have to move down to the ground? Yes, I know you'll see the chiefs and sub-chiefs do these things. Yes, even if they were doing it, how much are they paid? Who is supposed to be paid better? The person who comes to hang around drinking, or the person who has gone to the ground to mobilize? It defeats logic. And we can't keep that. Director, you must go back and rethink your strategies. And this is why, if it was Kwelichungu TV advising Mwalimu William Ruto recently because his PhD, the National Council for PWDs would be disbanded as earlier as yesterday. I'll tell you for free, it is now 20 years since the council was formed. But I'm sure, and the Kwelichungu TV is sure, the numbers you have are not the right numbers. Yes, I can assure you. They are far much wrong. Why? You put a lot of money in supervision of little money. It has never worked like that. No. Again, you can't fund a function at 50,000 and you want a report. Anyway, director, this is just but a bit. It's just but a start. Some of the officers you're working with cannot deliver, cannot help you to deliver. We are not about to mention names, but we shall, led by the Mbugwas. I don't care how many Mbugwas are at the council. Led by those officers who request for kickbacks from other officers when they go out. And that is why it is easy for money for per diems to be found, but not money for funding events on the ground. Ask my people from Trans Nzoia, they'll tell you that they gave a report of a money they never received. A topic for another day. Director, on this issue of registration, you have lost it, and there are no better words of describing it. 2, with some officers surrounding you, you'll never deliver. 3, if you don't have working telephone lines at the council, you will never deliver. 4, this I would forget, this would be forgotten, but I don't want to. This issue of vetting is a topic we need to discuss. Yes, we need to discuss. Otherwise, for now, enjoy your Eid, but be careful who is around you. On behalf of my sound and pictorial engineer, Ken the Boy, I've been your presenter, the one and only Brother Power. Bye bye.